Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would show you my routine that I have been using consistently throughout the summer. Now with the humidity being, going really high lately, I've noticed my face, the sweating has gotten, progressively worse. And also I'm in menopause. I'm going through menopause and I have been for a couple of years now. A little FYI on me, I'll be 54 years old. I'll be 54 next month. And my skin is normal to dry, I would say. So anyway, so I wanted to just go over the products that I've been using to help kind of control the sweat and kind of, help keep the makeup as fresh looking as possible. So let's just get started. Okay, so first we want to make sure we prep the skin. I've already moisturized and put sunblock on my face. I'm already all hydrated. Then the next step would be primer. So the primer that I've been using is the Tatcha. It's called the Silk Canvas. So I just take a little bit of that and just kind of rub it all over the face. This one is not, it doesn't claim to be pore filling, and it isn't. So in the areas where I do have the enlarged pores, which is this area here, I go in with a pore filling primer, and I'm gonna show you right now. The one I've been loving lately is this one from Catrice. It's Goodbye Pores, Prime and Fine. So I just put a tiny little amount. And the color, this one has a very similar color, sort of like a very light peach, very similar to the canvas. So I just mix that up and just place it in the places, just place it where my pores are typically large. Okay, so now that the skin is nice and prepped, it's hydrated, we have the primer to make it smooth. We're going to go in with a powder foundation because I find that powder foundation is what helps with the sweating the most. And the one we're going to be using today is from Aqua Assurance, and I am in the shade Golden Beige. Can't open this, so this is what it looks like. This is Golden Beige. So it comes with a little puff. I don't know if that's what it's called. It comes with this. I don't typically use it. I'll just use like a regular brush. So we're just gonna go ahead and try it that way, and if we need to switch, then I'll just switch. So I'm just grabbing this one. It's like a regular brush, like a blush brush. This one's from Philosophy. So we're just gonna pick some up and then start in circular motions. Start just kind of putting it in. And this doesn't have, you're not gonna get like a full coverage. You're not gonna get full coverage with this. This is more something where like an everyday type look where you just not trying to look glam, but you want to look put together and be out the door. There is some kickback. I don't know if you can see it there, which is interesting because when I first bought it, it was kind of moist and there was no powder that would come up and fall off. Whereas now I've used it a couple times and I noticed that that's starting to happen. So I guess over time it does dry. Bring it down. You know what I did forget? I was supposed to put concealer first. Totally forgot. What else is new? That's another thing that comes with the beautiful aging process. Forgetful. I forget everything. Drives my kids crazy. Okay, we're gonna go to concealer, even though I skipped it. So I'm gonna be using today, this is an oldie and it was a favorite for many years, I believe. This is from Maybelline, the Instant Age Rewind. And this is very good for mature skin. So we're just gonna bring it up like so. And then okay, I have a small sponge. Just gonna push that in. The coverage on this is not full, which I'm happy about. I don't like full coverage on my concealer. I find that just kind of makes me look a little older. So I lean towards lighter coverage like this. I'm going to put a little more though on the inside here because that's where I have that large like shadow. But there's only so much a concealer can do. You know, we have to work with what we have. So that's that. That went on really nicely. So we're gonna set that, and we're gonna be using the Flower Beauty translucent setting powder. And this one is called Miracle Glow. So it has a satin finish. So I thought, just to set the eyes so that it's not as drying, we're gonna be using this powder today and see how it goes. I'm not gonna bake. I'm gonna see if I can just get away with just using a little bit of this powder. So when we're trying to put a look together and just kind of be out the door, there really is no time for baking or anything like that. Okay, so now that that's on, we're gonna move on to the brows. Let's do the brows. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm gonna be trying this e.l.f. Brow pencil that I just got, and this is like it was $2 online, and this is in color Burgundy. So just the usual. I will fast forward this part. Okay, brows are done. Not perfectly, but they are done. We're just gonna put some brow gel from Anastasia as usual. Keep them in place. Actually, I was about to do that again. This is mascara. This is the gel. And for the eyes, I thought we would just do something really simple. Just to put a little something. It's rare when I leave the house with no eyeshadow. Even if it's just, sometimes I'll just throw a little bronzer in the crease, and then good to go. But today I thought we would use this Huda Beauty mini palette. This one is Warm Brown Obsessions, and we're just gonna take this color here, this bronze color, and just put it all over the lid. And I'm doing it a little sort of like backwards, but that's okay. Easy peasy. Oh, that color is beautiful. Okay, and on the crease, I thought we would use this orangey right here. We're just gonna kind of use that to blend the edges. So we're gonna keep it just up there. And this is probably too much. Yes, I picked up too much. Indeed. I didn't want that much product, but that's okay. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take that orange color and just put it in the lower lash line. Just look up. And then we're gonna go in with a smaller brush and take a darker color. So we're gonna take this one here in the corner and just kind of put that in the, with a smaller brush, just in the outer part. Like so. We can even take, I'm gonna take the brown here. I'm gonna take this brown and just use it as like an eyeliner. Just place it at the top, just in the outer part. See how that kind of brings some balance? It's a little messy, but that's okay. Mascara will cover that. So we're gonna move on to the face and then we'll come back to the eyes. So for bronzer, I thought I would try this. This is the Dior Backstage foundation. This is like a deluxe sample, and I'm gonna use it as a bronzer because it's darker than my skin tone, obviously, and I don't know, I wanted to play with it. So we're gonna put some there and some here. About right, and then we'll take a Kabuki, is that what they're called, Kabuki brushes, and just blend that in. Wow, this certainly has a lot of pigment. Never mind my hair sticking up, asking for attention. Whoa. Okay, okay, Dior, we see you. And I find that cream products tend to stay on longer. That's almost like, yeah, a no-brainer. But especially in the summer, I like to lay down some type of cream and then top it off with powder. Okay, so the bronzer, this worked out really nicely as a bronzer. So we're gonna put that aside. Then we're gonna move on to blush. Blush, we're gonna use the Catrice. This is water and Sweatproof. And the color I have is golden coral. And it looks like that. Love this color. I just love peach in general. Peach, orange, that's definitely my vibe. There, not too much. Okay, so let's go back and finish the eyes. I'm gonna just put the primer, this lash primer from Lancome. This really helps them look longer and fuller. That down. One thing that I did forget, and I'm realizing it now, is liner. So we're gonna go in with this liner that I just got. This is from Urban Decay 24/7, and this is a new color to me. This one is called Zero. And it's just a nice dark. I'm gonna use the brown one instead. This one. Just in the waterline. I find that brown is like softer. I feel like putting on like a dark liner, it makes it look a lot more, that's just my opinion, makes it look a little harsh. And I mean, I still love black eyeliners, don't get me wrong. Okay, so that's down. So we're gonna go ahead and put some setting spray. So for this, I'm just gonna cover my hair because I just did my hair, and anything wet will make it go a little crazy. I'm looking a little crazy right now. But that's okay. so setting spray. We're gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray first to just hydrate the skin. It feels heavenly, and kind of help the powders just melt together. And then I'm just gonna apply the Urban Decay All-Nighter. This keeps the makeup on longer. And that is the goal. Now sometimes after I spray and if I come back and I see that my under eyes are still looking kind of dry, what I'll do is take the beauty sponge, and it's looking a little dry now. So what I'll do is I'll take like a really hydrating primer like this one, like the Tatcha Luminous Silk, and then I'll just spray a little bit on the sponge, not too much, just a little bit here, and then tap it under my eyes gently. Not so much that you want to lift up the product, just enough to kind of give it some moisture, because sometimes it really does. It looks like the Sahara Desert under my eyes, and there's nothing worse than that as far as, you know, making you look older, and it's just not a good look, obviously. Okay, so now that that has dried, let's move on to mascara. We're gonna use the Essence Lash Princess. Love this mascara, totally underrated, very affordable. I think it's under $5. It is amazing. It's an amazing mascara. I hope they don't discontinue it. And for the bottom lashes, we're gonna use this one. It's from Il Makiage. It's also a black mascara, but the wand is a little smaller, so I find it easier to access the smaller lashes there. Okay, and now for lipstick. I'm going to put on this one. This one from Maybelline. I just picked this up. It's number 373 Mauve. And I sometimes do it backwards. I put the lipstick first and then I go in with the liner. I don't know why. I find that it's easier that way for me to kind of not mess up. Oops, like now. And the liner that we're going to be using today is from Makeup Forever, and this one is called Forever Walnut, and that's what that looks like, that liner. So we're just gonna do it quickly. Okay. So that's that. We are all done. We are sprayed. We are all done. Everything is in place, and my mascara is smudging already. That's just wonderful. Never fails. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today in this short video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and I hope you, you know, learn something new, and you know, hopefully you got inspired to play with your makeup and play with color. Please consider subscribing before you leave and hitting the notification bell, and I will see you on my next video. Take care. Bye.